Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it more and more, because I think the main thing that I liked about it is that it was, first of all, I like that the CGI wasn't like pitch black, like because fucking at least they didn't do that, which Marvel has the worst, most disgusting CGI. Although I do agree that this has some pretty appalling CGI to the point where it looks almost comical. So
one of the explanations I heard is because there's a scene at the end of the movie where you see like all these different, basically various futures, the multiverse all around Barry, and he's the center. It's a coliseum, and it's meant to be like almost like a watercolor effect to make it blurred out because of how Barry sees everything. It's so fast, so that's what they were trying to say.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, but I'm not.
The
CGI
just they can't
still
do
bad,
it yet.
But
I could see a thing in the future where there's like some trippy wave effect where you can see the different waves of the future and paths and shit.
Like
I
he
could
does
see
the
that.
whole like flash shake thing.
Well, that's true. Where he's like the particles like accelerate and shit like that. 100%. There is that, but generally speaking, it just doesn't. They just don't have the ability to do it yet. I could see a future where that might work, but not in, and also not in a live action film. It could probably be done in an animated film.
I just think they didn't finish it, guys. Like, obviously, I've missed a couple Marvel films, but like, is it getting to the point where films are just releasing with like unfinished CG? Like, unfinished in the sense of like, it still needs more polish. Like, it's not like it needs another like 3 months of.
Well, Marvel just recently fired the lady who was leading up the whole kind of VFX division, and when it comes to Quantumania, the CG for the most part in that one is passable, but there are some scenes where it's just horrendous.
Most of that movie is horrendous. Fuck you.
Right. So, but the thing that came out was that I guess she had taken resources from Quantumania and pushed them toward Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So that'll happen, but also it's like it's crunch time. Like these studios are like, well, we need to have this show, especially for Marvel and I think DC for these like big universe movies. Is like, well, this show is coming out this date, and these people won't understand what this thing in the show means unless the movie comes out before then.
Yeah,
and rather than push back two shows, then they just release one crappy movie just so the show makes sense, and that doesn't seem like a valid sacrifice to me.
Well, then you do the Little and then they're working on that because Disney does a lot of other things other than just Marvel, and that's one of the bigger problems is they take all these CGI artists and they just kind of work on Little Mermaid, work on this Marvel
and apparently
film,
they're working like 100 hours a week, and then a lot of them are like
they're tired. I mean,
obviously,
it looks like their work is exhausting.
And then they get shit on for work that it's like they're probably putting. It's like also things like Cyberpunk 2077. Probably everybody that made that game wanted to make a really good game.
Or No Man's
Sky. But you have these people or No Man's Sky. There's a lot of these projects that are like they have like these people behind them that want to do good things, but because the suits at the top don't understand how fucking anything works. They push forward everything in a way that brings everything down. And I agree. I think most of the time the issues is, again, and I think Tim has brought up this point many times, is that we just need to start having more standalone films.
I spaced out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a new world.